Gather round, for I only tell a fable once. This be the tale of pirates, so legendary that those who sail the 12 seas still revere their names.
A warlock of the Unseelie Court, Wikipe Weatherby.
A swashbuckler on the run, Kildak of Flan.
And a warrior on a quest to reclaim her scepter, Tana the Fierce.
Avast ye for the Gilded Voyage. Ahoy, me hearties, and welcome to the Four Rings Inn.
Woo!
Last we left our pirates, they saw some of the worst things possible down at the southern tip of the island. Tana and Kildak both used detect magic to see that the reef is falling apart. It's actually that's not falling down, but instead being pushed apart by the abyss, the endless hole, the place where they put the worst of the worst so they can never get out, and they're getting out right in our backyard.
Love to see it.
You love to see it. Our very own Kildak also had a direct line of sight with the abyss as he was attempted to be dragged beneath the waves by the strange force that he's been courting is a little too extreme. He's been, having visions.
Having dalliances with.
Yes, exactly. Acquaintance to this incredible force, which Tawny, with some incredible history and arcana checks, was able to reach back into her studies and remember that a name of Urusula, the opposite end of the sea goddess Umberly, who is not in fact a sea goddess, but the sea goddess of all delight touches, whereas Urusula is all delight does not touch, the queen of the depths, she who lurks beneath the reef, as the crab sharks call her. With all of this together, the only part missing from this puzzle is what does this have to do with the Fae? Why are there so many little coincidences of the Feywild creeping up? As all of this happens, our pirates made it back to town and cracked open Captain Emerald's compass, only to find that the lock is somewhere within Governor Legume's mansion. We've moved back to our pirates in the alleyway, looking at Captain Emerald's compass. I need a perception check from everybody real quick.
Ooh. Tawny's just looking at it
Nat
and is
20.
like, ooh.
That's what we're talking about.
Tawny's looking at her compass and she's like, this is the worst fucking possibility. We have horrible luck. Someone hates me. And I got a 16.
I got a 17.
Cool. Wow. Kildak, you clock it. You were the first one to clock it. You nudge everybody as from behind you, through the alleyway, you can see Morton's, you can see the other shops around, and you see a furious Tonka smash through the door coming out of Morton's, her head whipping around, seemingly knowing that she is right on your heels.
Yeah, we shouldn't be here.
Let's go.
We
Let's
gotta
go
go.
back. We gotta get the bird from the Locatel.
Yep. Honeymoon suite. Let's go. Safe place to talk.
I'm gonna put the compass in my bag of holding and we're gonna go.
Perfect. You guys book it. You see Tonka as you round the corner, sees you, makes eye contact with you, starts just shouting at you. She's like, "You scum, swab, and slime rat landlubber!" and starts sprinting down.
Hey, I think there's a pirate over there.
You shout that. You hear a little bit of commotion. You see, Tonka doesn't hear you.
And I made my voice boom so it looks like it came more in the direction near her behind us, and so they don't look to us.
Yeah. Give me whatever check you guys would like to get away. It can be a stealth check to blend in with the crowd. It can be a survival check to weave through the city. Whatever you think applies, hit me with it.
I rolled a stealth of 25.
Ooh, Wikipedia is gone.
I did a stealth of 21. I feel like I really look like a pirate, and so I need to just
Gotta hide a little bit. Yeah.
I only got a 13, but I don't look like a pirate.
That is fair. Slip between crowds, between buildings. You break your line of sight with her, and you hear a commotion stirring near the courtyard where guards are not like tons of guards, like they're not sending the army, but like maybe 2 or 3 guards. Like, what was that? Like, what? Someone's like pirate somewhere, and then like they're making their way over. The crowd's kind of like, confused, and so you've definitely made a good enough distraction to.
Killed her.
I'm washing my hands clean of Tonka Pick.
Killed her.
Okay.
That is not how this plan was supposed to go.
She's a good pirate. I think she'll be able to get away and be fine. But she was gonna spread our name into the dirt. Like, you played her, and she was gonna make every pirate hate us. So it's probably better off that she's just. And she doesn't know that.
Dead?
Just removed from the equation.
That's
Yes,
another way.
that's one way to put it.
Yeah, you guys make it back to La Hotel, no issues. No problems at all.
We go to the honeymoon suite.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's go to the honeymoon suite, and then we'll grab the bird from the safe.
Okay.
Alright, so are we just gonna ask the mayor for the luck? Should we just...
No, I don't want the mayor to know that we're looking for the lock, because if, like, he either knows how good it is and isn't gonna give it to us, or he doesn't know what he has, and I don't want to let him know that he has something good.
Heist?
So I found a tunnel, like a secret tunnel that goes apparently to the mansion the other day. I don't really know where it goes to the mansion, if it like pops out in front of the gate, if it is like the basement or whatever.
Yeah, but if we all go in through the tunnel, like,
We could get
and we just
caught.
pop inside the mansion, we're gonna get caught.
Well, what if... Because we have the bird, so we can get in saying, like, oh, we're here on, like, Lady Ethwa's business. Like, we're her attendant. There's something weird going on in the mines. Like, we're showing the bird as our favor to get in and be like, hey, like, can we spend the night here? And then we just have the house.
Okay.
Because if it's
Are we
up there...
gonna sleep in the house?
Maybe we don't need to stay that long.
Okay.
But
I
we're
have-
gonna sleep in his house.
I have these 3 uncut emeralds. You could say something along the lines of like, we ran tests on these and they came back weird. We wanted to see if it was something wrong with the mine.
Ooh. Which one looks the most fucked up? I'm gonna take that one.
It's this one.
Okay. I'm gonna take the fucked up one and be like, oh, there's deformities in this. We have proof. We need to go check out the mines tomorrow. Tonight, why don't you give us a tour of your beautiful mansion?
I like it.
Compass?
And
Try
then you
Maybe
get
one
out.
of us should still go in through the tunnels, just in case.
I'll go through the tunnel, and then while you're on the tour, if the compass is like, oh, it's in that room, just let me know with the earrings, and I'll break in secretly and grab it.
We should probably have code words if we're gonna talk with our communication devices.
Right, because you have to talk out loud.
Okay, so the main thing we'd have to communicate is it's in this room. So what if we say along the lines of like, this is my favorite room yet?
But how does that communicate which room it is?
No, like I'll think like if I'm saying it to them in normal conversation, but I'll think at the same time about your earring, and so then you won't know which room I'm in though.
But then, yeah, it's just this room.
You'll just have to say, this library room is my favorite room. On the
That
second
room
floor.
on the 3rd floor, faced with
Third
the
floor.
down windows.
Third
It's
floor
just
guest
so
bathroom.
ridiculous.
Truly exquisite.
The pink paint with the windows facing towards the garden is
The
amazing.
porcelain toilet is just above all fine
The
craftsmanship.
lots in the bathroom.
Our favorite room is going to be the room in question.
And if we don't find it on a tour, then they'll still give us a room, and then we can communicate with you once we're in our room safe. And then, like, when they're distracted with, like, dinner or they're sleeping, we can have the house to ourselves.
I won't come out of the secret tunnel until you give me like some kind of signal. Until you tell me, hey, it's in this room.
What's our code word for Kildak? Get in the house. Like we need you other than for the room. We should have a word like if we need him like if we're got caught and we need our way out or something or need help. What should we say to get?
You might as well just say, "Oh man, I can't believe we
No,
got
because
caught."
we don't want them to know we're having help sent for us. Like, if we need you to come in for a sneaky reason, we can say,
The ghost in the mines is malevolent.
Okay, Ghost in the Mines is malevolent. Means that we need you to come out in secret. And if we are in trouble and we need you to help, like fighting wise, then the floor is lava. That means
Yeah,
bust out quickly.
who cares about cover if we're fighting? We can just
cares?
say the floor is lava.
Floor is lava.
Floor is lava.
That means no secrecy. No being sneaky.
No secrecy. So,
Sounds good.
Wikipedia and I are going in under the guise of working for Ethra, trying to figure out where it is before Kildak sneaks in. And if all goes to plan, we should be able to just, the next morning, Kildak has the lock, he's gone out through the tunnel already, we leave to go inspect the mines, and don't return. But we should
code word go to the mines is we're leaving and we're meeting back here.
Here under a safe exit, but maybe we should have a code word to communicate to Kildak, to communicate to the Admiral, to bring the anxious carp around to the Manor's house if we need a quick exit.
Okay, so
I need to write this down.
write this down. So
Yeah.
going to the mines mean we're
Okay.
making a safe exit back to the honeymoon
Into
suite.
Mines. Back
Do
to
it later.
honeymoon.
Is the mansion on like, is it near water? Like, could we
Yeah, it's like on the
bring
cliff.
Yeah, we said it was on cliffside.
Floor is
Okay.
lava. Guns blazing.
Jumping off a cliff.
Favorite room. Key is here. What was our one if we come in sneaking? Ghost in the mines?
Yeah, the ghost in the mines is malevolent. Try saying
Ghost
that
in the mines
accidentally.
is sneaky help. Okay, and what is our code word? So Kildak can, in the cave, where he doesn't have to speak in codes, tell the Admiral to bring the boat around. The ocean looks so lovely.
The ocean looks lovely. Yeah.
Just don't accidentally say that one.
Well, we can say as much as we want. We have to also be thinking about the earring to send it to you.
Oh, true.
The
You're
ocean
not
looks
going to
lovely.
hear everything. Notes taken.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, this seems like an excellent plan. I can't see how this goes wrong and we stop and we aren't able to prevent the end of the world, you know? That's all that's riding on this plan. That's it.
Sounds like we're gonna have a pretty easy day. You know, like the morning wasn't tough enough.
Mm-hmm. It's 5 o'clock right
Somewhere.
now. Do we want to
Here.
show up? We could
Here.
take an hour short rest to take a little fiesta. Still show up at 6 o'clock.
We're taking a fiesta.
We're taking a fiesta.
Fiesta, siesta. They're both equally comic.
Yeah. I don't know why I said the wrong one. I know Spanish. It's fine. That way, we're showing up a little bit later, and we don't have to get roped into a dinner conversation with everyone.
Dinner
But we
could be a
can-
good distraction, though.
Heal up a little. It could be a good distraction. It could also mean that...
Scrutiny. You have to talk about the mines and everything, yeah.
Our
Yeah,
fully
right.
developed lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to do that.
Do we need fake names, too?
I don't think
Okay.
we can. We're sending the bird. Like, we're giving in the bird, and so if something goes wrong or any communication at all, like, the governor can tell Ethra, like, hey, that bird, those people came with the bird, and she knows our real names because we didn't use fake names with her.
We should have done that. Okay. Okay. We're good. So are we just chilling for a minute?
If you guys need it. Do you guys need a break from this morning?
I mean, those 10 hit points might matter.
You drop a player to 1 hit point once. Now they respect it every hit point.
Now they respect it.
Tawny has the most anxious sitting around rest of her life.
I'm resting. This is me resting.
Resting. This is so relaxing. I am having such a good time right now. I don't have any concerns right now. This is so good.
Is good.
Wikipedia is just spending her time just kind of curled up with her knees pulled in, and she's just I'm just contemplating, just going over my head the poems and comparing them and thinking about them and trying to figure out what I have to do with Kildak. Because I heard the poems. I heard my poem. I heard his poem. And I'm just trying to put those pieces together.
I gained all but one of my hit points back.
Nice. That's pretty good. That's gonna be the one that we need the most, though. Good luck.
Hopefully not.
Does Kildak sleep peacefully, spread out on the king-size bed, just like, I worked so hard to dry this off the other night.
Mm-hmm. He's just
He's a
chilling.
killer,
He,
man.
he probably doesn't fall asleep. But he's definitely laying there. It's been a stressful day.
All right,
Okay. Cool.
ready to break?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
I think we're good.
I'll go pick up the bird. Just because I gave it to her, she's expecting my face. And then I'll give it to you guys, and I'll go towards the caves.
While Kildak goes for the birds, Tawny is going to change into the last piece of clothing she has, and it's like a nicer dress to try to pull off this disguise, this going in as a noblewoman. And then I'll look at Wikipedia, and I'll be like, do you have anything else?
I'm wearing this. What I came in. My clothes are on the ship. Didn't think
What?
we'd be here for this many days.
What type of pants does Wiggity wear?
Is it leather tights?
No, I am not wearing tights, unfortunately. They're kind of close to like cargo pants. They're long. They've got pockets on them. They're brown.
That
Okay.
sounds like my cargo pants.
So, I'm just gonna be like, why don't you put your pirate jacket in the bag of holding? That way we look a little bit less like a pirate. And then I'm gonna like hold up my black long sleeve shirt. And I'll be like, do you think this looks less piratey than your top?
We can try it. Yeah. And she'll put her jacket in the bag of holding, and I'll try on the top. It probably does not fit me at all. It probably
No.
is very big. Actually, it could probably fit me
dress.
more like a dress.
Yep.
I'll probably
It's a dress.
that's off then, and I could wear it as a dress.
Beautiful. It's a
Perfect.
weird mix of like looking like a dress or just like a sleep shirt that goes down to your ankles. That really-
With the boots.
yeah, with the boots. Yeah.
It's like a
Be
little
like,
sweater dress. Sweater dresses are cute.
I'll take my belt, or
I
if
was
you
gonna
have
say,
a
use a
belt,
belt.
and cinch it.
Fit in the waist. There we go.
Yeah. That looks amazing. Well, it's a shirt, but it's good. You don't look like a pirate, which is perfect.
We'll make this work. I have not worn a dress in like years now. It feels weird. It's very flowy. There's a lot of
Yeah.
draft happening.
It's best without underwear.
I'm gonna keep mine on.
Okay.
Kildak, are you good with your
How's the
Tights.
pants?
I'm gonna get new pants soon.
I'm assuming you have another pair on the ship.
On the ship, yeah.
Yeah.
ship?
On the ship.
On the ship.
Hopefully, we're back on the ship tonight or tomorrow morning.
Soon.
Yeah, we gotta
Alright.
get out of here. We can't stay here much longer.
No, we have a lot of
I'm gonna-
enemies.
Test out the earring real quick to Kildak. Can you hear me?
So
This
again,
sounds exactly like when that woman talked to me. This is the first time someone's tried it with me, and that brings in a whole level of PTSD.
Oh no.
Yep, it worked.
Oh, good. I kind of prefer communicating this way. Like, I
Can
think
you-
this could just be like.
Please.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna message to Admiral. Hey, Admiral, how's it going?
Oh, check that out. Yeah, you can't read my thoughts, right? You're just like you're just checking in
Nope.
now. Perfect.
Nope.
Good.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Yes, we're going good. I got most of the Carp's crew. They're heading back. They are not super happy about
Yeah.
leaving so soon.
Well,
but
Tell them to check the gallows because there's pirates currently hanging.
that's a
so-
good call. Motivate the troops for sure.
Tell the
Also-
Admiral said hi.
Kildak says hi.
Here's just from Kildak. Tell the Admiral I said hi. Whoa, that was Kildak. How many people are in my head? Oh boy.
There can be more if you want.
Oh, good Umberly.
By the way, we may need a quick exit from the governor's house.
Oh,
If just be on the boat, be ready to sail over there by the
sure,
cliff.
absolutely. We can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I did. Kildak, can you hear me?
Oh God, I hate this thing. Yeah. What?
Yeah. So, Tawny just told me, Captain Tawny, excuse me, just told me that you might need a hot exit from Governor's Mansion.
Yep,
Just
yep,
to
we're in the same
clear.
room.
Yeah, just to be clear, is that a hut exit like a heist hut exit, or like a gore hand, like fire all the cannons, we want to level his mansion hut exit?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. You knew how to ask, didn't you? Okay.
Wish Tawny was hearing this.
Plan A, heist. Plan
Okay.
B, maybe just a couple shots off, as we're going.
Okay. Alright, deal. Couple shots it is.
It's gonna be a tough angle. Map the angle on your way in.
You got it. Actually, Polly will be excited. And then
Awesome.
He's on the depressed guppy.
yeah, then he stops. He hops off the call, if you will.
Well, I'm ready.
God, I
Let's
hate
go.
these things. Let's go. Okay. And I'm gonna walk down, and I'm gonna get the bird from the safe.
Yep, easy. They gave you the bird back. The bird goes, "Ah, you came back for me, right?"
Mm-hmm. I didn't have much of a choice. And I'm gonna give them to Tawny and Wickerby.
Tell the bird bye.
Bye, bird.
I'll-
It was
Bye, bird.
genuinely nice knowing you.
The bird's like very happy at that compliment. Right? And he looks to Tawny and goes, "Right, I knew he liked me."
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, what can I say?
Tawny doesn't like this bird.
Right, maybe sometime you like me too.
Aw.
Not much time left, bud.
He's kind of sweet.
Right? She thinks I'm kind of sweet.
It's a dead spy bird.
Oh, right.
Little bird.
Dead spy bird.
Talks.
Bye,
Says
dead spy bird.
Funny things
And
sometimes.
I turn and walk towards the docks.
Cool. Killer, you make your way to the docks. Yeah, you give me a stealth check. Just go in the docks, sneaking out of the docks. and getting-
You got this.
12.
You're +2.
12.
12 it is. Perfect.
It's a 10. That's a 10 roll,
Could have been
not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
Lower.
After I alerted all the guards to be on lookout for a pirate. It's been an hour. It's been an hour.
Wickerby and Tawny, you guys make your way to the gate. You see that there's a path that leads up to the governor's mansion. As you get there, stepping in front of you is this huge shield guardian. They are constructs made often by wizards, and it's an odd mix of like pieces of armor. Mostly it's like the boots, shin guards, chest plate, arm guards, gauntlets. The arm guards are almost flared, so they have more surface area, like small shields, where the guardian gets its name, shoulder pads, and like a metal helmet. And everything in between is all made of wood. The joints are like hinged, as like pieces of wood can be hinged, but it all moves magically. Then you can see that it's like glowing pinpoints of light in this guardian's eyes. And as you come up to the gate, the guardian steps in front and he goes, "Halt! What is your business?"
We're here to see Governor Lagoon sent on important official business of Lady Ethwa.
Yeah, what she said.
That sounds important. Is the governor expecting you?
No.
Interesting.
But he will want to hear what we have to say.
Yeah,
There's
what she said.
no way he would ignore the demands of the Lady Ethwa.
You see the shield guardian like nods to you and it kind of looks like just up and over and past you and just stares there for like maybe like 30 seconds. The governor will see you,
Oh, thank you.
but I must take any and all weapons or dangerous items that you have. They will go in this basket, and he moves over, and there's like a fairly large wicker basket, like enough that you could fit like long swords, great swords, and sit them in. And they like fit them in the basket. The basket will be raised, and you can get them when you return. I will guard them with my body.
Okay.
I am a noble lady. I have no weapons.
Are you... give me a deception check.
I don't have any weapons
I know
truly
you
on
have-
me.
You have 2 daggers on you.
They are away in the bag of holding. That's a 12.
The Shield Guardian nods to you, looks over to Wikipedia, says, "You too, I must take it, even if you are a child."
I'll take my flintlock off of the strap that's on my thigh, and I'll give it and put it in the basket.
Is that a powdered weapon?
Nope, and it turns into a dagger.
Are you gonna gaslight? Are you gonna gaslight the Shield Guardian?
Dagger, I don't know what you're talking about.
Give me a deception check with the hand.
Clearly, sir, this is a dagger. Why are you questioning us? We have important business to attend to. Can I give her the help action?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I rolled a 22.
She doesn't need it.
He looks at it, and he just stares at this dagger for like an uncomfortably long time. Not because he's concerned for his own sanity. Thinking, my apologies, child.
Think
and
you
you-
look much?
Do you have any other weapons on you?
No.
I will take your word for it. I might need to go see the master for rehabilitation. He rolled a nat 1 on his first insight check, and then he got gaslit hard by Wikipedia. He's not feeling good right now. This is not feeling good.
You don't look so well. I think that might be the best course of action.
You are right. I will accompany you to the mansion. And he hoists the weapons up. He summons over another guard to stand place.
I was gonna say,
And then
sounds like he's not.
I will
gonna-
escort you to the mansion. And then turns and begins to stride up the path.
And while we're walking, I'm just gonna summon my dagger back onto the strap on my leg as under my dress. It just summons right back.
Can we be walking a couple feet behind the guard?
Sure.
Okay. As we're walking, I'm just gonna whisper to the bird, Ethwa, if you're fucking listening right now, I want you to know that I still want to hold up to our deal. If you find out Tamil Core, I will help you. Me and my crew will provide service and protection for you. We just want the gold.
Perfect. You say all that to the bird. Perfect. You make your way up to the governor's mansion, and you guys get to the front door, where the shield guardian dunk knocks on the door. At this point, the sun is beginning to set over, under the horizon. It is still, you can see half of the sun. You're at the perfect time to see those oranges and those yellow glows.
Oh, so pretty.
And you guys come up to, again, the front door of the mansion. You see the mansion is a 2-story building, and the back has a patio that overlooks a cliff off the north side, a large cliff that overlooks the northern ocean. You can see off the cliff there is a single boat tied up to a dock that is in waiting there. And you can also see that next to the government mansion is a stable with 2 horses tied up in the stable. You can see as the sun begins to set that there is fireplaces lit on the inside, candles are lit, the light spills out from the windows, and you can see plenty of shapes move behind the windows, and seems like there's a good amount of commotion in the mansion. You see that you guys come up to the front door, and your guardian knocks. The door creaks open, and standing on the other side is a tall, slender, humanoid girl, probably in her mid-20s to early 30s. She has bright blonde hair with streaks of like purple and pink in them. She's wearing this like very proper, like almost like a ball gown, but it has a bunch of like floral prints and like sashes and like patterns that look like they are stretches of leaves that go around. On her back, she has two brightly colored butterfly wings that protrude from her back. They're not like exorbitant, but they're enough that they would be able to give her flight. And she opens the door and sees you standing there and goes, "Hello, what? Oh, Mr. Shield Guardian, it's nice to see you here. What brings you away from your post?" He goes, "I am here for reprogramming." And she kind of like steps aside as he just lumbers into the house. And she looks past and goes, "Oh,
Hello. We're here to see the governor.
the governor! Oh my
Yes.
God, you must be here for the appointment. Lovely Shield Guardian here has let us know. It is so nice to meet you." And she takes like this really deep bow in front of both of you. Just so that I am aware, what brings you to the mansion?
We are attendants of the Lady Ethra, and we're here just to do an inspection of the mine. There seems to be something going on, and so we're here to see the governor about important business from Lady Ethra.
Oh my God, from Lady Ethra and on important business? Gosh, we'll get you right in. Come on in. And she like takes your hand and welcomes you in. She goes, "You look gorgeous. Wait, what? Where did you get this?"
Thank you. Oh my gosh, this is nothing. I am obsessed with your hair. It looks so nice.
I just love the purple. Oh my God, I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you.
My name is Pastel. What is your name?
Hello, Pastel. My name's Tana.
Tana. Pastel. We're going to be best of friends. I can see that you also appreciate the color purple, and that is the most important thing.
And this is Wikipedia.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
And she just looks back to Tawny and goes, "You will have you meet with the governor in the dining room. You can help yourself over to there. I will be right in. I'll go get the governor. His children are in there, the twins. Feel free to introduce yourself." And she waves her hand, and a rose appears from her hands, and she gives it to Tawny.
Thank you. So
You can-
sweet.
And she go right into the dining room. And as you kind of move past, she looks to Wikipedia and goes, "Oh my God, honey, you are so brave for wearing that here. I really respect it. Here, let me help you out." And she does another wave, pulls out a flower, and she goes to like set it into your hair.
Oh, no, thank you. That's
No,
not
I insist. I insist. Let me just.
I'll hold it.
No, it's okay. Okay.
Were you just cooking dinner? Were you?
Hmm?
Were you just cooking dinner?
Oh no, I don't cook dinner.
Oh, something reeks of skunk cabbage in here. Just wondering if that was you.
Oh, it. You see that she waves her hand. She's gonna cast a druid craft, and the flower in your hand is going to like bloom bigger. It's actually gonna wrap around your hand like a bracelet and like swirl all the way down your forearm. And she goes, "There you go. Now you can't cause more trouble with those little grubby hands of yours."
Thank you. And I'll go and try and catch up with Tawny.
What the fuck was that?
She has a little too much pep in her step.
She peppily walks and like flutters path behind you, and she begins to move upstairs. As you round the corner to the dining room. So
Is there a door to the dining room?
Yes. So as you let me set the scene a little bit better. As you enter, you're in the main hallway. To your left is the door that she directed you to the dining room. To the right, there's a door that you can clearly hear pots and pans, that you can hear a stove burning, clearly the kitchen. There's a staircase that leads upstairs that you see Pastel moving to. And past that, there are 2 doors that lead to the rest of the house.
So when Pastel goes up the stairs, and before we enter in, I just want to real quickly take out the compass and look.
Cool.
Real quickly, before Tawny opens the compass, can I reach my hand out to Tawny and be like, can you cut this off? And hopefully you can use your claw or something. Can you get this off me?
I have my bag of holding open. I'm just gonna take my dagger and
Thank you.
You cut it off. The flower falls off, and then you see Pastel like peeks up from downstairs. She goes, "The dining room is right there."
yes,
Thank
of
you.
course.
Yep.
And then we'll go in
Okay.
because now she's watching.
You enter the dining room. You see in the dining room there is a beautiful meal being presented. The only 2 people in here are the governor's twin children. There's a girl in her early 20s and her brother, who's the same age. They both have dark hair. The man has a scraggly beard, not nearly as full as Kildak's. Very, very scraggly. Little patches of baldness starting to form on the top of his head. The woman has again dark brown hair. She's sitting in a nice red dress on the other side of the table, and they are picking at some of the food at the table. And you see that like new food is being brought as you guys enter by a dryad, basically like a tree like plant made person made out of vines and twisting magic. Enters and is bringing food in, and then turns around and goes back to the kitchen. He is waiting on this dryad.
There's a lot of servants in here.
You see that as you enter, and the twins look up, and the woman goes, "Of course we have a lot of servants. Our dad is the governor of the whole town. Why wouldn't he have servants?"
Excellent point.
He doesn't just have servants. He has magical servants. Do you see that? You think you're going to find that in other places? Nuh-uh.
I saw a broom that sweeps by itself at the shitty hotel on the way in.
You see the man goes, "Yes, it's just a quite shitty motel, isn't it?" And he stands up and he offers to take Tawny's hand.
Yep.
He takes it, he kisses it, and he goes, "Yes, are you here for a night with me, I presume? You're one of the ladies I sent for?"
No. We're here to speak with, I believe, your father.
Oh, of course. Ladies are running late as always. And he goes and kind of sits back down. The woman there goes, "Well, what brings you here for a meeting with our father? He's a very important person, you know."
I'm gonna go take a seat as far away from the boy as I can.
Deal.
And then I'll answer looking just at the girl and be like, "We are actually sent by the Lady Ethra for important business to speak only with the governor about."
Cool. As you say this, the doors to the dining room open, and in steps Governor Lagoon himself. You can see that he is a tall man. He's got these bright red robes. Compared to some of the previous red wizards that you've seen.
Told you Kildaki was a red wizard.
Much more ornamental. They also have a lot of like floral patterns engraved in like different shades of red on his robes. You can see that he's a completely bald head with tattoos that like swirl around the top, and they kind of swirl onto his cheeks. Very like wavy tattoos that go along his body. And you see he enters the room, scans the room, sees the two of you, and before he even has a second to speak, his daughter goes, "Daddy, these people are here for really boring things. You should kick them out so we can do more fun things."
Like what? I like to do fun things.
Because, oh my god, my daddy had an order for, and she is cut off by Governor Lagoon. Goes, "Glimmer, Tibius, out now." And Tibius, the boy, goes, "But father, I sent for the ladies from town, and out now. You can find them in town."
Don't catch herpes on your way.
Oof.
You see that the boy glares at you as he stands up, walks this, and comes like parallel to his father, and says, "Father, you just gonna let her insult me like that?" And Tibius, he looks, the Governor Lagoon, his eyes narrow at you. "What business brings you here?"
I am here at the request of the Lady Ethra, and your son insinuated that I was a sex worker in this very house. Someone of such my station. It is a big claim.
Give me an insight check real quick.
Okay. 19.
Ooh.
You, pretty good. You see that his facial expression changes just for an instant when you mention Lady Ethra. It's a little bit of fear, a little bit of anger. There's definitely distaste as you mention Lady Ethra, and you see this expression wave over his face before he snaps to his son and goes, "Out now." And Tibius rolls his eyes, tosses her napkin onto the table, stands up, and stomps chin up out of the room.
Bye.
You see Pastel comes back in. She flutters in, and Lagoon leans over and whispers something to her. Everyone, both of you, give me a perception check real quick.
Oof, much worse. That's a nat 1.
Ooh. You can roll again. You can take my luck. I rolled a 10.
Thank you. Still not great with a 9, but not a nat 1.
Not a nat 1.
You're able, you start talking really loud as soon as the governor starts talking, so he has to repeat himself again. On a 9, you're not able to hear what he whispers to Glimmer. And she moves out of the room. Oh, sorry, not Glimmer, Pastel, as she swoops out of the room.
What about Wikipedia 10? Does that give her? That's on the other side.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, no.
It's so nice of you, Governor Lagoon, to meet with us. We hope that it's not too much of a bother.
It certainly is a bother. And he strides across the room, and you see that at this point, 2 dryads come in. Again, these tree people, very, very fey, come in, begin to take plates away from the table and begin to clean up. As he sits in his chair, we're going to move out of the dining room real quick, swing around the house, and as the sun creeps below the ocean waves and spills light onto the cliffside, a piece of rock slides out from near the top of the cliffside, and Kildak, you peek your head out, and you are overlooking the bay. You can see that in front of you is a small ship that is called the Fey Ray, and on board there are a dozen satyrs that are just partying it up big time. They are throwing a revelry, and it looks like they started drinking much earlier in the day. You can also see that about 100 feet beneath you, there is the dock where the water is, and a staircase that kind of snakes up the cliffside and comes about 2 or 3 feet below where you are. So just a step down is where this path is, and the staircase takes you up to the top of the cliff, which will lead you directly behind the governor's mansion.
A little far away.
I'm going to think of Tawny and Wikipeedia's earphones. Earrings.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna say, like, it didn't take me into the house. I'm on the cliff in the back.
Uh-oh.
I'll try and find a way in. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, we can't respond.
Nope, I know.
We don't respond, but in my head I'm thinking like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We're really banking on this going into the house.
Yeah. Are there like patrolling guards, or are they really just kind of primarily on the front gate?
You look around. Are you creeping up to see the house and stuff? Cool. Give me a perception check. Real quick.
It's a 10.
You.
Oh no, it's not. That's a 2.
That's a big difference.
How did you?
You do not see any guards walking around.
I think that's from his madness effect.
Oh,
His
that's
roll advantage.
as you look up and you look around, you get distracted as you see the in the back of the house there is a garden that is completely walled off. It's actually like a crosshatch fence that would be easy to look through, but it is completely covered in vines and leaves and shrubbery. It completely encases the fence, so you can't see into this garden. But it is open from the top, and as you look at it, you're distracted as you can see. You think you can almost see through the vines, the shapes of a person, like not on the other side of the vines, the vines have formed the shape of a person standing there, or what looks like a face. And as you're looking through, you just see faces in the vines, and you have to blink a couple times before. No, it's just vines. But on face value, you have this garden, and you have 3 windows on the ground floor, and then when you look up, there is a balcony on the second floor, facing you.
About how high up is the balcony?
I'd say about I'd say about 12 feet to the base of the balcony, another like 3 feet to the top of the railing that goes around it. So 15 feet from ground to top of a railing.
Okay. Sorry, math.
Math.
Oh no.
So it's 15 feet up to the balcony?
That is correct.
And then if I'm on the balcony, is it just like all windows, or like could I kind of tuck myself into a corner?
When you're on the balcony, from what you can see, there is just a single door that leads out to the balcony, and you can see there are some furniture that's sitting up there.
But is there like a hiding spot?
How long are you gonna hide?
No, as I'd say, there's no hiding spot, but there are no windows looking out.
Okay.
So with the door closed up there, no one could see you except from the outside. If someone were to come out onto the balcony, there's really nowhere to go.
And what if the lock is on the first floor? Now you're on the second floor.
It's a lot easier to get down than up.
I'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Tawny's freaking out.
And
Oh shit.
There's 3 windows on the
plan.
first floor. And there's this garden with the trellis that I could easily climb, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. I staked it out a little bit. Is the door, can I open the door to the tunnel?
Yeah, you can go back down and crack the door open. Or close it.
If I close it, is there any way to open it?
You feel like it is simply a false rock, so like it's made of wood, and so you can just push it in and out.
Okay. I'm gonna go back in the tunnel and close it up and wait for my signal.
Perfect.
And while I'm sitting there, I'll think of Tawny and Wikipeedia's earrings. I staked out this place. I think there's a couple ways in. I'm out of sight right now. Let me know when you want me. That's it.
Cool. We move back to the dining room.
Oh, damn it.
Lagoon had...
It's not going as planned so far.
We thought it
Lagoon-
might have been a fire exit, the tunnel, and like you know, like get the president out type thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, this it was not. This was built by thieves to help you steal from the governor's mansion and get out.
Yeah, so wouldn't it be better if it
Why
went
wouldn't
into
it
the
be?
basement?
Yeah.
How are
like,
they
have
gonna
a
build it?
false rock into the basement? How'd they build this? It's in his backyard.
It's easier to go to the backyard than his house.
No.
No, silly. Cool. Moving back into the dining room, Lagoon has his servants set the fireplace alight, and Pastel, after about 2 or 3 minutes, makes her way back into the room. Lagoon, sitting down in his chair, goes, "Lady Ethra, you say? What business does she have? She's not looking to have me bend over backwards for the deal she cut, is she? Because she knows what I paid for it."
I just shift my eyes over to Tawny.
Lady Ethra has sent us here to deal with some matters in town. Now, we have this bird here for you. Lady Ethra's regards. And simply all we're asking for is to house her attendance here for the next day or two as we deal with the business in town. And if all goes well, Lady Ethra does not have to enter this island.
Ooh, give me a persuasion check with advantage, because that's pretty good.
Fuck! Nat 1.
Oh,
With advantage.
I got advantage. The second one's an 18. We're good. Math. 23.
Awesome.
You see he looks at the bird, and you don't have to roll insight this time. You can see that he is upset with the bird being here, and he thinks about it. He goes, "Fine,
Thank
Pastel,
you.
take the bird downstairs. Tell the children that they'll be sleeping in the Feyre tonight, where they can find a place in town. I care not. Have the servants make the beds for these two esteemed guests of Lady Ethra." And you see Pastel nods. He goes, "Of course, Master Legume. It would be my pleasure." And she moves past, and as she goes, she's going to whisper to Wikipedia as she passes by, "I'm going to decorate your bedroom personally." And then flutters past, picks up the bird and begins to flutter past. What business do you have in town that requires Lady Ethra's concern?
Unfortunately, it seems like your minds might not be all the way up to snuff, and there's been some alarming reports of things happening outside of the town's barrier. So we're here to inspect it, and as long as it's not fatally awful and you have been doing your job in protecting your town and this island and governing it correctly, we'll be out of here in no time.
An inspection to the mines, you say? You dare walk into my house, claim that my mines are not pristine? We've met every quota from Vorpalgrad that we've been sent.
Please don't shoot the messenger. We're not the ones who said they were not up to code. We were just simply sent to check it out. It was not us who said they are not up to code. We're just simply looking.
Tell me, halfling, why does Lady Ethra send people from the Sword Coasts, operatives of Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, I care not? Why not send a proper Red Wizard to do a proper Red Wizard's job?
Because this task is beneath her and a Red Wizard. As long as everything is fine in the mines, then there's no need to waste one of their time.
You see, he looks at you and says, "We can agree with one thing. You understand your place beneath a Red Wizard." He stands up and kind of just begins to pace in the room and says, "What inspection do you plan to do in the mines?"
Just a routine look, and then I'll pull out the crystal and be like, "See, this is from one of the last shipments, and you can see there's just blemishes all over it. This isn't quality material. We can't cut this into reputable stones."
What you can and cannot do with what is mined out of Red Rat Bay is not my problem.
I agree.
job-
I don't think that this is going to be that big of a deal. All we're looking for is somewhere to stay. And since you've already agreed, I think we're good here. Now, I would love to stay out of your hair and not bother you.
That we can agree. You will have a place to stay. You will take the rooms of my own 2 children, but you will not venture around the house. You will not venture upstairs. And you will not venture into the basement. Am I clear?
Of course.
He stands up and says, "If that will be all." that I
Yes,
bid you
we'll just wait right here for Pastel once our rooms are ready.
So be it. And he strides out of the room, and you hear his footfalls go upstairs. As he leaves, one of the dryads comes by and kind of like just creaks its face in, like motions if you want them to take your plate.
What's on it? Does it look like good food? Because I didn't eat yet. I'm gonna eat it if there's something good on this plate.
Yeah, the meals actually do look good. They have a lot of fresh breads and cheeses, fruits, vegetables.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot.
I'm gonna go. Oh, if you want to keep describing the plate, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say there's a lot less seafood than is in town. Looks like
Hell
they
yeah.
have.
I'll be like,
some
actually,
food.
if you could bring in another, just like another.
And then it like nods and then moves its way out to bring some more.
Okay,
And for a
when
moment you are in
Yes.
here by yourself.
can I do a check to make sure we are alone?
Yeah, give me a perception check for me.
Right off
I
the
got
bat. You got a 2?
22.
Oh, that's much better. I got a 15.
Cool. There's definitely nobody in here. There's only one door in and out. Actually, excuse me, that's incorrect. There's 2 doors in and out. There's one that you came in, and there's a second one that looks like it's on the other side of the staircase that leads a little closer to the bedrooms. But you don't see any magical, like any items that would be really magical that they could enchant, that they could listen in. You have confidence that this room is private.
And I whip out the compass.
Compass is out. You crack it open. You see it points. Let's see. It points towards vaguely towards the cliffs, towards the garden outside, give or take, in that
Okay.
direction.
And last time when we were down in town, it like this, like the pin, like you said, went up like a little bit because we were clearly like at the bottom. Does it seem to go up or down at all?
It does not, and I say that in a way to say like you do not know what floor it is on.
Yeah, it's
But-
too minute of a difference from where we are.
Yep.
Okay. Do you see that Wikipedia? It looks like that-ish way. Okay.
How
Will
do we
we-
get over there?
I think when Pastel arrives, we lie. And we say we need to get like fresh air. Governor said we can only use the gardens or some shit like that.
Alright, so we want to get into the gardens first?
Yeah, if we can get into the gardens, because it looks like it's pointing that way, maybe just suss things out before we send Kildak in. Oh, Kildak.
Yes.
Okay, we're in. We're at the dining room. They told us that we're not allowed to explore the house, but we're gonna try anyways, just a little bit. It seems to be in like the garden's cliffside area, so like maybe make sure it's not like in the ground.
Okay. How do you want me to make sure it's not on the ground?
You know, like if there looks like there's a suspicious thing in the tunnel. I don't know.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
And I'm gonna put the compass away. Just wait for us to say something.
You, cool. You do that. As you finish, you put your hand down, and Pastel comes back to the doors, and she comes in and she says, "Your bedrooms are almost ready. I made sure to give you plenty of purple in yours because I know you respect the color. And I took what your style is and did the exact opposite because I think that opposites attract sort of thing would really look good for you. Complementary colors, if you will.
I'm sure it's gonna look great.
I am sure it will too.
Can I insight check on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, nope. That's a 3.
Oh, yeah.
Complementary colors. Yeah, that checks out.
Oh, that's pretty good. Will you give me an Arcana check with advantage for me?
Arcana.
Actually, Arcana or Nature.
Oh, I'd rather do nature.
Nature.
With disadvantage?
With advantage.
Advantage.
The good kind.
It's still only an 8.
Ooh. You get a vibe from Pastel, and not above the clear bad vibes that you're normally getting. Like, there is something innately insulting about it. Like, just look, like, her being here is...
Yeah, I picked up on that.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely picked up on that.
Perfect. Wonderful. She goes, if you guys are done with your food, I can escort you to your bedrooms.
Yeah, that would be amazing. And the governor was like very much like, don't go in the rest of the house. Totally understand. But obviously he said that we can use the gardens just for like fresh air, bit of a scenery for the view and all that.
Oh, he said you could go into the gardens?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a...
I don't think he explicitly told us not to. I mean, he told us not to go places.
Yeah. I think you're
He said
okay
we
with that.
need to stay on the first floor. The gardens are on the first floor.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that's not a lie. She goes, oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, I can show you where all that is, and we'll get you right to your rooms. And she, like, hovers off the ground a little bit, opens the door, and motions to you guys to come out.
Oh, thank you for your servitude.
Oh,
Quite appreciated.
Well, of course. She's actually going to cast a spell real quick. I just want to know if it has any. Yeah, she verbal and somatic. So she says, well, "Watch your step," and she makes a little motion with the hand. Wikipedia, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. Oh, no, I'm sorry, a strength saving throw.
You get a +1.
Thanks. I'll probably need it. 18.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
As you're walking, you see that she says, "Watch your step," and a vine creeps out from the ground and goes just a cup over your foot, just enough to trip you, and you are able to just move your foot fast enough that you step on top of the vine and squish the vine as you walk past.
Gotta be quicker than that. A little slow, aren't you?
She leads you guys past the staircase into another hall, which splits off into 2 bedrooms. She shows you the first one. She has up purple bedspread, purple curtains. She's from Tatani. Goes around to the second bedroom. This one you have to pass a staircase that goes downstairs into the basement level. And this one is for you. And it is covered in flowers, in like bright pinks and yellows and purples. There's a big like sun that's been painted on one of the walls.
You said this was down?
No, this is on the
Past.
same floor.
Oh,
But you
past the stairs.
You see
Okay.
the staircase as you go past.
Okay.
As she's showing you these two rooms, she goes, "Oh my god, so what brings you all the way out to little old Red Rat Bay to go see the governor?"
I don't think we need to discuss our business with the servants. If you could just show us the way outside the gardens, much appreciative.
Of course, I would hate to get in the way of such tall business. And she's going to she's going to point outside to the gardens. And she goes, "If you don't mind, I'm going to head outside real quick. Doing anything else would be more productive right now." And she's going to begin to she's going to flitter away.
Like, as we're at the gardens, she's going somewhere else.
Yes. Yeah. She's
Okay.
going out out the front door.
Okay, back to the house. Cool. Does it look like we're alone? out
It's a
here
lie.
in
I'm
the
sorry.
garden?
She begins to make her way upstairs to the second floor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just you guys in this this like central area in the house, in the intersection between all the rooms.
Look at the compass
Cool.
again.
It swings over and it points. It points towards the stairwell downstairs.
Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna be like, Wikipedia, should we go back into a room and wait and rest up for our important business tomorrow?
I think that sounds all right. Go sleep for a little bit. Go rest. Then come back out.
Yeah.
Maybe when the house is a little quieter and spying eyes aren't watching from the stairs.
Yep. Say it right in the hallway.
Are you guys going back to your bedrooms?
I was gonna go back into a room, like, with Wikipedia.
Got it. Cool. The closest room would be Wikipeedia's bedroom. As you
So
get
it's like-
into the,
Oh, sorry.
as,
It's like
as you get into-
Wikipedia's room, stairs, and then my room.
Yes.
Okay.
As you get into Wikipedia's room, you can see that there is a window that looks out to the backyard to the ocean, and you figure that this is one of the three windows that Kildak had mentioned. There's one here and one in Tawny's room.
I'll open the window all the way up.
Cool.
And just leave it open.
I'll say, Kodak, we got a room. We're in one of the ground floor rooms. We opened a window. You probably want to wait for a little bit of cover of darkness. I could also try to prop open like the door to the gardens or something, but when we moved closer to the gardens, the needle moved. And I think it's in the fucking basement that the governor told us explicitly not to go into. Over.
Over. So, you guys are convened in Wikipedia's room. The window is open. Give me a perception check, real quick.
Perception check. We
Wow,
rolled
this is
a 13.
Oof.
You can see as you're sitting there talking to Tawny. There's like a little vanity set up on one side of the room that Pastel has set up like a bunch of like very like bright colored makeup and perfume, lots of different perfumes on there for you to try. And in the mirror, you can see standing outside in shadow is a woman with a like starry dress, and you recognize the silhouette as the Duchess. And in the mirror, you see like the silhouette of the Duchess standing outside, and just kind of like looming back there. And you clock that as you're talking.
Wow, Wikipedia, this is just really bright room. Pastel didn't clock you at all.
No. Yeah, I don't really think she understands me well. All right, I'm just gonna start opening the perfume bottles and just dumping them on the floor.
You just start dumping the perfume on the floor.
That's probably expensive shit.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
They don't smell that great.
As you're doing this, you hear a knock on the door.
You want to get it?
Yeah. Hello? And I'll
Hi.
open the door.
This is Pastel. I just wanted to let you know that it's getting a little late. I was going to retire to the gardens. So if you need to find me, the gardens is where I'll be. And she makes direct eye contact with P when she says, you know where to find me. And then she'll...
You're sleeping in the gardens?
I can sleep wherever we would like. The gardens are just such a beautiful place to sleep. They have hammocks. You can see the beautiful starry sky. And they have the cutest little water fountain out there.
Then maybe I'll have to check it out.
You should.
Okay, bye, good night!
You close the door in her face, and she flutters away.
You good, Wikipedia?
Yeah, she's just a bitch.
That's fair.
Did you catch that little threat there? Did you see any of that? No? Okay. Well, since we're gonna wait for the rest of the house to fall asleep, if you want to hang out in here, I'm just gonna go take a stroll in the gardens.
Wikipedia, should we really like we're trying to get in and out?
Yeah, Kildak can go with you downstairs. I'll be right back. And I'll walk out the door.
Cool. You head out. Tawny, what are you doing as Wikipedia leaves?
Kodak.
I really hate these communication devices.
Wikipedia's got beef with the pink lady, and she's ruining the whole mission by possibly getting us kicked out before we can get the lock. Can you get in here?
Sure.
Sure.
Is there a specific way you want me to come in? Through that window you said you opened?
Yeah, just wait 5 minutes. I promise you whoever's in the garden will be distracted.
Okay.
Excellent. Wikipedia, walk me through you coming out into the gardens.
Yeah, she's rolling her sleeves up. Sleeves are up. And I'm just gonna stroll through the gardens and just take in the beautiful scenery that's out here.
Cool. Give me a perception or investigation check.
Perception or investigation? Perception is 16.
Cool. So you come out into the gardens. As you enter, you see that the ground, the grass changes. It is like a mix between like super healthy grass and also not grass at all. Not grass from the material plane, at least. It is, as you enter, you get a same wave over you, similar emotions as in your dream when you moved from your hometown into the court of the Unseelie. As you walk, you feel like you're almost a little piece of home that has been brought here. As you step, though, there is that tinge to it. That tinge that this is definitely not an Unseelie place. This is definitely not within the court of the Unseelie. Rather the opposite. As you step through, you can see that there are little plants that are growing in the corners that look identical to the flower that Kildek actually purchased in the store. Those the sun plants with the little glowing orbs that bloom. And they're giving off this very like faint light into this area. You come around the corner, and there are just these little bushes of these lyle bushes. They're these beautiful purple, and they are all like perfectly trimmed into like a square, a circle, a triangle. They're all like very
Very boring.
very boring. The garden swirls like a maze, and as you walk through this like circular garden, when you make the first turn, something catches your eye. When you're looking at the first crosshatch wall to your left, it doesn't quite add up. You know that the wall in front of you blocks like the area off to the front, and the other walls to your right allow the garden to like swirl in a circle, but the wall to your left is just kind of placed there for no reason. It doesn't really make sense why that wall is there. And you just kind of clock that, like that's like a weird place to have a wall. You keep moving around the circle, and when you get to the center, there is this beautiful tree in the center. It has very like bright orange wood. Its branches like reach up and twist this very like swirling motion, and instead of leaves, each branch has a handful of these like yellow globular orbs that float on it. The orbs are all glowing with this bright like yellow center, and there's a symbol that's been hard to tell carved into the tree or just naturally part of the tree. And that symbol, these like druidic runes are glowing.
Yeah, I'm not really looking around too much. You know who I'm looking for.
Yes. Standing under the tree are two nymphs. One is a male, one is a female. They are very attractive fae beings, like avatars of nature that are sitting there. One is a summer nymph, and they have like, the man has like hot red hair. The woman is a winter nymph, and she has like bright like blue wavy hair that comes down her body. And under the tree is Pastel. You go, oh, I didn't think you were come. I thought you were just going to lay in bed and waste the night away.
When I turn around the corner, I want to like extend my presence almost, and I want to cause all of them to make a wisdom saving throw for my fae presence. stepping into the gardens.
Okay. You cast Fey Presence, and you beat me to it by a second. She, in saying, I didn't think you were going to come, she also is casting a spell, because it's just verbal. No, but you said it first. They have to make a, what save?
A wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. Okay. So they are
All of them.
all of them. So it's 3 wisdom saving throws. Okay. What do they have to?
14.
14. Okay. The 2 dryads, the 2 nymphs fail. What happens to the 2 nymphs?
Their foreheads to the ground.
Like unconscious? Or are they just?
No, more like a bow.
They drop to the ground, and I need you to make a charisma saving throw as as Pastel goes, well, that wasn't very nice. You should try being more respectful.
13.
Ooh, okay. You just beat her save. You are not charmed by her, but she is not affected by your Fey presence.
Some.
This is great. This is just great. This is exactly what we need to be doing tonight. This is perfect. Kildak, come on now.
Okay. And I
You're
open up
good.
the hatch and I make my way to the open window.
Cool. We're gonna move over to Kildak and Tawny real quick. Kildak, you hop into this window, and you are now in this brightly colored floral room.
Okay,
Hi.
so here's the compass. It's pointing to like that way, which I don't think is on this floor. There's stairs down, or it could be upstairs. It's kind of like where this is Wikipee's room, and then there's a room like that way.
Wikipedia's room?
Yeah, she has it out for this Pastel girl. It's like this servant chick, and they've been like bitching at one another, and then she just left to go like fight her in the gardens or something. I don't really know. It's like a weird. No.
Can you watch?
Yes, he fucking did. Kodak, Kodak. This is like world-ending stuff. We need to get the lock.
Yep,
That's what we're here
you're
for.
You're right. I'm just gonna think of Wikipee's earring real quick. Good luck, Wikipee. And let's go. Give her hell. Kick her ass.
Basement.
Sure.
And I would like to cast my mage hand,
Sweet. You cast Mage Hand.
and it's gonna move over to her, and I would like to pull at her hair with my mage hand.
You go, and the Mage Hand comes and sweeps through her hair. It moves through her. You realize as it moves that the Pastel in front of you is an illusion, and behind you, coming out of invisibility with a branch from the tree, is her making just a raw swing onto you.
Let's go move.
You don't have to make a saving throw. She just makes an attack. You think that she was just gonna stand there and go toe to toe with an unseelie warlock? Unseelie warlock? Oh no.
Oh God.
Okay. What
Wow.
armor class is she trying to beat?
Tell me. Did she hit?
That's a good roll. A 23
Oh.
to hit.
By Wikipedia.
I think I could stop at 23.
She rolled. Yeah, she came out. So she, the illusion like dissipates. She comes out of invisibility and swings with the stick that she just broke off of the tree. It cracks into you. You're gonna take 4 points of damage as she hits you with the stick, and then as she does, you can feel that like the wood, the splinters coming off the wood, they bristle and expand, and like little brambles pop out of each bristle, that each like splinter, and the brambles like stab into you again and again, and she's going to deal an extra 13 points of damage as these bristles like explode across your body. They quickly like shrivel and die and fall to the ground, but she cracks you across the back of your shoulder. And
It was a mistake. And she is going to have a bunch of flames almost engulf around her, as she is going to make a dexterity saving throw as I'm throwing some of that damage back at her on a hellish rebuke.
does an 8 pass.
No.
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 Going to take 2d10 of damage. And she's going to take 13 points of damage as well.
Did you-
Perfect. I love that.
That's
13. You hit her.
She is now surrounded in flames.
She is engulfed in flame. She starts to shout.
The flames are like tinted like bluish purplish all around her.
Ooh.
Oh, good. She likes purple.
Ah! And she like brushes herself off, and she's like,
Oh wait, and hold on. And as she's engulfed in flames, she takes an extra d10 because this was cast at 3rd level, not
ooh.
second, for an extra 1 point of damage.
Gotta rub it in a little bit.
Not
Little
with the
extra.
3rd level.
You see, she screams and brushes, like starts to pat the flames off, and she goes, "You unseelie worm! You think you can come into this beautiful garden and
Yeah, it was
just-
easy.
um,
I just strolled right in.
correct me if I'm wrong. Hellish Rebuke is a reaction, correct?
Yes.
So then it moves to your turn.
Yes. That was not my
That
turn.
was not your turn.
Oh my gosh.
And I would like to once again swing my mage hand around and try and grab her on the hair again.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check for me. Oh,
22.
she rolled a nat 1.
Ooh.
The mage hand comes around. What are you grabbing at? Just her hair?
Mage hand, yeah, I'm just taking a full like bundle of her hair and pulling it up, pulling it high enough that maybe like she's on her tippy toes a little bit, or like pulling her off the ground a bit. I know she's probably thin boned, she can fly around, so it's probably easy to pull her off the ground.
Yeah, your mage hand sweeps in. It doesn't get all of her hair. It gets like 80%, and it just pulls it into this like a tight bundle, and it yanks her up, and her wings like flutter a little bit just to keep it from being like painful as you like the mage hand pulls on her hair. Yeah, I'll
And
say
I'm gonna step up right in front of her, like looking up eye to eye as much as I can, and I'm gonna pull out my pack dagger.
cool. You pull out your dagger. I will say that's all the action you
Yeah.
have in turn. But she looks down at you and goes, "You wouldn't, you wouldn't dare."
Oh, I would, darling. I will.
You're gonna murder this woman in
We-
cold blood?
Oh my god.
We're going to scoot back down to The basement, real quick. In the basement, as you guys creep down the stairs, you get
Before
to...
we go down, like fully down the stairs, I am going to cast alarm on the stairs and set it so that way it will mentally ping me if anyone but Wikipedia crosses this line.
Gotcha. Perfect. Oh, awesome. You set that alarm. You creep down the stairs. As you get to the bottom, you are immediately met with a wrought iron door. The door has engravings on it, and excuse me. This door has engravings on it, and it looks like there is a fountain, and coming out of the fountain, like resting in the water that is pouring out of it, is one of those sun plants that Kildek has. It's the same shape, like you have the orb in the middle, the leaves like spreading out, and you see it like resting on top of this fountain. And that's the engraving on this door. There is a handle to the door. There is no walk to it. There's also a hallway that leads to the to your left, and that opens up to 2 more doors. As you see this, you hear the scream from the gardens.
From the what?
From the garden.
Everything good, Wikipedia?
We're just fine out here.
Fuck.
I'm gonna try the handle.
Cool. You try the handle.
No.
It unlocked. It opens, and as
The handle just opened it.
I was gonna inspect the door, make sure it wasn't like
Puzzle.
trapped.
Well, why didn't you stop me
Curse.
then? You saw me reaching for it.
start simple. You open. There is a small room in here. There's a handful of shelves and like kind of like warehousey area, completely empty.
I have the compass out,
Sure.
and I'm gonna look at it.
When you look at the compass, it points into this room that Kildak just walked in.
Can I do? I don't know. Okay. Insight check or whatever, something to see if like there's any trap going on or illusion.
Yeah. Give me, if you're looking for a trap, give me investigation. If you're looking for magic, give me arcana.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Arcana or a magical trap. Fuck. Nat 1.
Ooh. Yeah,
Do I have to be near her to give her my luck?
I think you do. There is...
We're close-ish.
There's nothing magical in this room. This room is absolutely empty. Like, you step in, and it is absolutely empty. As you're doing this, though, I will say you look down at the compass, and when you step into this room, it is, like, swirling. It's just spinning in a circle.
Oh, fuck. Kildak, do you see this? I don't know what this means.
Does it mean we're on top of it? Or right
We're
underneath?
below it. I'm gonna just start touching, feeling up the walls.
Got it. You feel the walls. They are cold stone.
Is it like that the whole room? It's just spinning in this whole entire room?
Yeah, you walk around the room. It's spinning no matter where you are in the room.
And it wasn't spinning when I was right outside of the room.
Correct.
There's got to be something going. Detect magic.
Cool. You pop detect magic up. The room is barren, completely empty. The engraving on the door and the door frame are magical. There's some like magic to the door.
Uh-huh.
You also get some magical feelings from both of the other rooms in the basement.
Fuck. Okay. Let's
As
step.
this is happening, you hear a boom, 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 boom coming from the room beside you, and then a door just at the end of the hall swing open.
As we're in the other room.
If you're in this room. Yep.
Fuck.
You guys have like a split second before whatever this noise is around.
So where did the door open from? Like towards the stairs?
So the door that you're in is right across from the stairs. The door that opens seems to be in the most southerly room.
When we first start hearing the noise, can I shut the door?
Yes, you slam the door shut. Give me a stealth check from both of you.
Maybe not slam, like carefully move it shut as quietly as I can.
Nat 20.
Woo! And I got a 21.
Perfect.
Ooh, even better.
You
Is
hear
it?
boom, boom, boom. A quick pause at the base of the stairs, and then boom, 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 and then your alarm goes off.
I think it should continue to exist. It just pings me.
Yep, you get a ping that something
Okay.
came, that this thing walks up the stairs.
Okay.
As that happens, quickly jumping back to Wikipedia out here, you see that you have Pastel up by the hair. She's looking down at you, and yeah, she says, "You wouldn't dare." And to your response,
Right, you're
of,
killing her.
"Yes, I would, baby," she looks down. Her eyes. Which one does she want to cast?
Perfect. This is a great stealth mission, guys. We're just like, every time we try to be like a little sneaky, we just like hit it.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
You know us. We're like
Our stealth cover last time. It's my turn this time.
I guess.
I had great stealth last time.
You got to blow up a ship yesterday. It's my turn to blow up a house. Let me have this one.
We're blowing up the house. Well, I did tell Admiral to take a couple shots.
Hopefully we're out of this house by then.
She is. You see her eyes. They change to like a flash of like radiant, like summer's day sun. Her hand reaches out, and she is going to. Her voice like changes to almost like a mix between a beautiful song and a horrifyingly commanding voice. And she goes, "I banish you back to whence, to the court that you came." And her hand reaches out, and she's going to cast banishment to Wikipedia. Wikipedia, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh shit. Oh,
Banishment?
Oh shit.
Yes.
I don't
Banishment.
know anything about that spell, but it doesn't sound good.
No.
I will remind you. Oh, no.
Oh, inspiration.
It's been done.
I rolled a nat 1, used my lucky feet, and rolled a nat 20.
Wow.
Oh! Oh my god. Can you imagine if you would have given me your luck?
I wouldn't have had it this
done it.
time.
Wow.
Nat 1, and then a nat 20.
That is. So you see that she reaches out to you. She, her hand like explodes with light. It wraps around you. You see the world like warp away from you. You see rapidly, like from behind you, are like the trees and the caves and the darkness of the unseelie court. And as all of that like whips past your vision, with as like the world stretches away from you, but Pastel stays in place, you resist the pull back to the unseelie court, to a place where you could be permanently banished if under the right circumstances.
Oh,
And
shit.
as you do, you push back the world, snaps back, and as the spell fades, her eyes go wide in horror.
And then I'm going to reach my hand out as well and put it just gently on her cheek and be like, nice try, fuck off, bitch. And I'm going to make a spell attack at her.
Yeah,
Does a 22 hit.
yeah, it hits.
And she is going to take 12 points of damage as I use my vampiric touch on her and start sucking some of the fucking life out of her and reflect into me and take some of her health as some of the color just starts to drain away at her face.
Oh no.
And I'm going to take back 6 points of her damage.
Very nice. You see the like vitality from her just drains out as you pull the health back out of her. Yeah, you can see at this point she is very hurt. She starts to sob as her hair is being pulled.
So
She can see her hands have become like wrinkly as like vampirically pulled the life out of her. And she starts to sob. She starts to kick her legs at you, and she goes, "Let me go! I don't want to do this anymore. Let me go!" As she desperately pleads with you. I let me go.
You want to go? And I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to like put my arm on her shoulder and hoist myself up as I'm going to cut off her hair that the mage hand is holding.
I thought you were going to see her head.
I did too. I thought you were.
Okay.
You chop off her hair. Her eyes go wide as the dagger flashes. The hair falls to the ground. She collapses as she is no longer being held by your mage hand. She collapses. She grabs the back of her head and goes, No. She scrambles over on her hands and feet to the fountain that is by the tree, looks into the water, goes, No, and then starts to sob by the fountain.
See ya, bitch. And I'm gonna go to leave.
Cool. You begin to make your way out of the gardens. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And as you turn the second to last corner, you come face to face. Standing at the just rounding the other end of the corner is the shield guardian, who just came up from the basement. He looks at you. Are you still holding Glimmer's hair or Pastel's hair? I keep calling her Glimmer.
No, my mage hand was holding her hair.
Okay.
And so once I cut it off, the mage hand probably poofed away. So no, I'm not holding her hair. My knife is under my dress on my thigh.
Oh my god.
I can't find my way out.
You see the shield guardian comes. He drops into a more defensive position, seeing you, and says, "What has transpired in the gardens?" And he's not attacking you, but he is definitely blocking your path.
Mhm.
And with that, we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh.
Our party close to finding the lock, but not
Oh my
quite
God.
there yet, and with a little complications on the way. They're close. But
Oh my
if you
God.
want to see if our party can get the lock, or if if Pastel will get the best of Wicked P in the end, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. But until we meet again over another round at the Four Rings Inn. Woo!
Bye,
Yeah.
guys.